You are not behind in life. You are not late. You are not broken. And you are not falling off track. But it feels like you are. It feels like everyone else figured it out while you're still trying to understand where to even begin. Like time is moving forward and you are standing still, watching, thinking, waiting. But what if that feeling is not reality? What if it's just comparison disguised as truth? The idea that you are behind in life is not something you are born with. You learn it. You learn it by watching people who seem ahead of you, people with success, people with confidence, people who look like they have everything figured out. And without realizing it, you start measuring your life against theirs. But you are not seeing the full picture. You are seeing results, not the process. You are seeing their current chapter, not their beginning. You didn't see their confusion. You didn't see the nights they doubted themselves. You didn't see how long they felt stuck before anything changed. You only see what they chose to show. And now you're using someone else's highlight as proof that your life is lacking. That is where the illusion starts. Not in reality. In comparison, you feel stuck because your mind has moved faster than your life has. You already know what you want to become. You already see the version of you that is more disciplined, more focused, more in control. But knowing something is not the same as becoming it. And that gap between awareness and action is uncomfortable because every day you see who you could be while also seeing who you currently are. And that contrast creates frustration, not because you are incapable, but because you are aware. Awareness without action feels like pressure, like you're holding a future version of yourself in your mind, while your present self hasn't caught up yet. Time is not against you, but it is not waiting either. Every day you delay changing your habits. You are not staying neutral. You are reinforcing your current direction. Not changing is still a choice. Staying the same is still movement, just in the wrong direction. And the hardest part is that it doesn't feel dramatic. You don't notice it daily. But months pass, then years, and suddenly you look back and wonder how you got here. Not because of one big mistake, but because of 1,000 small delays. Motivation will not change your life. It never has. It feels powerful in the moment, but it disappears when things get difficult. What actually changes you is repetition, doing something small, even when it feels pointless, even when no one sees it, even when it doesn't feel rewarding yet, waking up when you want to stay in bed, starting when you don't feel ready, continuing when nothing feels exciting anymore. That is where change happens. Not in intensity, but in consistency. And consistency is built in silence. There are people who started early and wasted years. And there are people who started late and changed everything. The difference was never timing. It was decision. At some point, every person who improves stops asking, "Am I too late?" and starts asking, "What can I do right now?" Because life does not reward perfect timing. It responds to action. You are not behind in life. You are not late. You are not lost. You are at a point where awareness can no longer be ignored, where you either stay the same or begin changing in small, quiet ways that no one else notices yet. And maybe that is why it feels heavy, because change always feels like pressure before it feels like progress. But it is not punishment. It is possibility, and it starts